So since the release of AI, my revenue on the channel has dropped to about 20% of what it used to be. And I think programming and AI is something that's kind of just like floating in the air. People are talking about it. We don't really know exactly what is going to happen yet, but it is something that people can just sort of speculate on to see exactly what is happening to people learning programming. What about people who want to learn programming? Should they even start learning it? Because is it even viable in the future? But teaching programming on YouTube is something that isn't really that viable as a full-time job anymore. How-to videos are basically being just completely replaced by ChatGPT. I think this is going to be probably like a talk video, just kind of talking about the real things happening right now when it comes to AI and programming. Because it is something that affects us, and it is something that we have to take into account before you spend the next 10 years wanting to pursue the art of programming as a programmer hired in a company, especially seeing how fast AI is developing. Just since ChatGPT came out, we're at 5.2 right now, which is the version that people are using to help them code. There's something called vibe coding now, which basically means that you're just generating AI code and you're just kind of like pushing or nudging the code in a certain direction. And it's a trap that a lot of people they fall into, because whether you like it or not, AI programming is going to become a thing in the future. There's people today just saying, oh, AI is bad. I don't want to have anything to do with it because it is killing off and destroying more than what it's worth having. People can have that opinion. AI is still going to be a thing. It is just the reality of the situation we're in right now. So even if you decide not to use AI out of principle, you're still kind of left in a spot where, okay, well, the future of programming is changing, and other people who are willing to use AI, they're just going to overtake the people who refuse to use AI. And then you have people who just blindly use AI. There's just so many people, they just copy paste AI generated code. They don't look through the code. They don't understand the code because they haven't learned how to check the code. We have this new ladder of people learning skills when it comes to programming, where in the past, before AI, we used to have beginners who went to like junior to, I don't know, professional programmer. Like there was this ladder of steps you had to go through in order to become from a beginner to a professional. And today, people using AI go from beginner to AI professional, I guess. They just sort of jump directly from there to there. And it's not something that I in any way condone, because it is something that will provide very bad code and security breaches and whatever you might destroy because you don't actually understand what you're programming. Like there's no questioning, there's no validation, there's no learning how to program. You learn the very basics of how to copy paste HTML code into, Visual Studio Code and how to run it inside a website and how to upload the website. But the actual creation process of the website is just left to AI. You don't understand it, you don't question it, you just use it. So where you have AI avoidance, essentially, and then you have blind AI reliance, you have people creating these fragile, insecure, unmaintainable applications because they don't actually understand exactly what they're building. And again, who knows, maybe in the future, 5 years from now, because just see how far along AI came since it's released, maybe you can just write application in pure English. Like you just prompt it and then it creates applications that are secure, can just be sold, used directly. Maybe the average person who has no programming experience will just be able to create apps without understanding how to program. That is kind of the future we're moving towards. I saw advertisements. Companies are essentially advertising that you can use their tool to build real-life applications using AI in plain English, which is kind of scary because if it's as good as ChatGPT is, then it will not be very good code. It's gonna be working. It will create an application that can run, but it's not gonna take every consideration into account that needs to be taken into account when it comes to creating something that is secure. It's not gonna break. That's not gonna have some sort of flaws in it. You need to have that programmer brain to go in and understand how the application can break depending on what the AI is spitting out. Then you have people who use AI as a tool. I do that. But then again, I'm not even sure whether or not programmers like me are going to have a job in 5 years. So in my opinion, as it is right now today, we still need programmers to read, to validate code, to adapt the code that the AI is spitting out. It's the same thing as hiring a person or a robot that can build houses. Like, you have no knowledge of how to build the flooring, the walls, the ceiling, how to keep everything, from falling apart after you build it, but the robot does. But because you bought the robot, now you are a a contractor? It's just kind of fun to think about, I think. Because I'm not sitting here advertising against AI. I'm not advertising for AI. I'm just sharing thoughts. Because we don't know right now what the world is becoming when it comes to programming. Sure, some people have lost jobs over AI. That might be the direction we're heading, where everyone starts losing their jobs. Or the AI bubble is going to burst. And companies are going to realize that, okay, so AI is this overhyped thing. We still actually need programmers to ask the right questions. Or maybe, like I said, in 5 years, we're just going to have AI be able to create these perfect apps because it's constantly adapting and becoming more and more perfect. Because who knows? AI is getting better and better and better and better. Because taking that and paralleling it over to, is that how I say it? Paralleling? Mirroring it over to my YouTube channel, content creators definitely see a difference in people using AI. I forgot what the channel name is, but there's a very big programming channel right now who just released a video like this week, basically addressing the fact that the reason they haven't uploaded any teaching tutorials for the past long time has been because AI has just killed it off completely on YouTube. Which I can testament to is true, because my revenue is down to about 20%. It's just non-viable. If I had to come with some thoughts about what exactly works on YouTube and what doesn't work when it comes to teaching tutorials, in my experience, how-to videos are just completely dead. People will just use AI to learn how to do things. How do you make a comment system in PHP? And then the AI is just going to say, oh, okay, well, here you go. Here's the code. And it'll explain line for line what everything does. And, maybe people will actually try to learn it, or they'll just copy paste and use it without questioning it. Again, going back to the previous talk. So there's the other side, which is still kind of this question mark, because will people get to a realization after the AI bubble bursts that programmers need to learn how to program and do critical thinking before they just copy paste content from AI generated code? If that's the case, then teaching tutorials are still viable, because they teach you how to do critical thinking. They teach you how to program, essentially, so you can then translate whatever the AI is spitting out. That would actually be like the best case scenario for AI programming as it is right now. People still getting jobs as programmers, but they're using AI as a tool. Basically, they translate what the AI is spitting out. Unfortunately, that's not how a lot of the employers are seeing AI today. They just see that they can save money on replacing programmers with AI. Like, the price for low quality AI slob is worth paying for saving money on those employees. That's basically how companies think nowadays. So even if programmers are still technically needed inside a company, it's not necessarily something that the employers are going to decide is necessary. Honestly, I'm always very surprised to hear stories about people actually getting laid off today and being replaced by AI, because I can testify to the fact that AI does not generate perfect code yet. Maybe this is a thing you can do 5 years from now, but today, AI is not good enough. This is where the red flag starts popping in, because I could understand people getting laid off for AI if AI actually generated perfect code and generated apps without requiring a programmer's knowledge in order to create the app using the code. But we're not there yet. It's flawed, whatever is being created. But people are still getting fired over AI slob, essentially, which is another thing. There's even artists out there who said, well, we're going to use AI as a tool. Back when it came out. 3 years later, people are realizing, okay, people are not using AI as a tool. That was a dream scenario. Like, that's the best case scenario. People are just generating slob. They're just generating code or images, art or whatever. And they just, like, the internet is just being bloated with all this AI content that because it's easy to make, it's fast to make, it requires very low effort. It's fun, fast, and it's risky and shallow. There's no filling in AI slob. It's a quick fix, and unfortunately today that is what young people want. They don't have the attention span to sit and watch a long video. Like the first 2 minutes of this video, people probably left already because we don't have Subway Surfer on the side, to like keep our attention as we're listening to this guy talk. That's how young people are today. They can't focus in the same way as us older people can. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of young people, they can't. They need fast content, and that's what AI is. But again, it's important for me to highlight, like, I strongly believe that people who do avoid AI completely are just going to get so left behind. It is not me sitting here promoting AI or doing anything like that. It is just a reality check. It's the objective truth that AI is Pandora's box. It's been opened. We cannot take it back again. People can dislike it as much as they want, but do yourself a favor and don't disregard AI completely, because you will need to use it to get a job in the future. You can't go out and find a job and just be a programmer. We don't know what the jobs are going to be. It could be validating AI output, training new AIs, for specific tasks inside a company. Maybe we'll have a person on standby to fix any catastrophic failures that the AI is going to spit out because the code isn't good enough. So we need a human to see what is going wrong here. Maybe that's going to be a job. And there's so many people on YouTube right now saying, well, this is where AI is heading. This is what it's doing right now. Programming is dead in the future. Honestly, we don't know. It's going to definitely change how programming works in the future. It's going to change how the jobs are going to be. But we don't know whether or not programming is going to be dead or obsolete or taken over by AI, or people, companies might still be afraid of just relying on AI once the AI bubble bursts, and then we'll need to have programmers to have AI as a tool rather than as a replacement. We don't know. And that's kind of the scary part right now. There's a serious issue here when it comes to AI that has to be solved going into the future. I honestly, just to parallel over to something else, I still believe that young people today have not learned how to behave themselves on the internet. Since the internet came out, there should have been classes in school teaching young people how to traverse the internet, how to behave properly, not be toxic because they can hide behind a monitor, behind an avatar, because it's real people they're talking to. Like, they have to learn that kind of thing, but it's not being taught. So the internet is a very toxic place because it has not been taught to people or to kids how to use it properly. And it's the same thing when it comes to AI. Right now, it's just running amok. People are not learning how to use AI properly. Slob is just being generated. People are not learning how to use AI properly as a tool. They just use AI as a replacement for their own skills. And that's a real big issue that we're going to run into in the future. And I so hope the world is going to start realizing that AI is not a replacement. It's a tool. It's not going to go away. We can't wish it away. We can't snap our fingers because, like I said, Pandora's box is open. But we can hopefully hope that people are going to realize that it's a tool, not a replacement. On my channel, I have tried doing teaching, which still works right now. And I think the reason that it's still alive is because there's still some people out there who believes that it's worth learning critical thinking, learning the skills to do programming yourself without relying on AI to just generate code, and then you just don't need to understand it. You just need to copy paste it. Like, people still need to learn programming to understand what AI is spitting out. Those people are still watching tutorials. I seriously refuse to believe that teaching channels are going to go completely extinct because people still need to learn how to understand code. And that's really the thing that people need to understand. It's not the fact that AI is bad. It's the fact that we get AI slob. People just using AI without critical thinking. Like, that's the real issue here. And hopefully that's going to be something that people are going to realize. So when it comes to YouTube content, it's not really that we lost YouTube tutorials in that sort of sense. I think it's more that we lost the small searches. How do I do this? well, AI can give you the answer very fast. But if you want to learn how to program in a beginner sense, and you want to learn how to actually perform programming, that is something that AI cannot really teach you, because you need to know the right questions to ask the AI. There's a specific thing on my channel that actually made my channel big to begin with, which is not the fact that I'm a good programmer, because there's many who are better than me. But the reason that my channel is big is because I know how to put myself in the shoes of a person who is completely new to programming. A lot of people, they watch my videos and they say, well, this cannot be used in production. You cannot make a website like this. It's not going to be secure. And to that, I say, well, no, of course not. Because if you make something that is completely production ready, whoop, it's going to go over people's head. People who are complete beginners when it comes to programming need to learn how to ask the right questions. They have no fundamental understanding of programming whatsoever. All they can do is say, please create me a website. And is that going to have an AI create you a very good website? No, it's not, because they don't ask the right questions. I can use AI to make a good website because I know how to prompt the right questions. And that's the thing that people are kind of missing. Like, there's a lot of professional programmers freaking out about AI, but they don't realize that you need to know how to ask the right questions, and beginners, they don't know how to do that. And like I said, even if they do ask the right questions, they don't understand what the AI is giving them. They can't tell right from wrong. Is this good code? Is it going to have people hacking my website in 2 seconds? Like, what is going on here? Again, just kind of sharing my thoughts, like where I stand when it comes to AI. The thing that prompted me to make this video here is the fact that I've been putting out a lot of variety of content. I've been trying out different things to figure out how to survive right now that the AI bubble has not burst yet. But I've just kind of reached the point now where I'm just sort of tired of trying different things. Making different YouTube videos is not about not creating any sort of teaching content anymore, because what it's actually about is people being so new to AI that they don't understand that what they're doing is using AI the wrong way. They're basically sabotaging themselves because they don't learn how to program, they just learn how to copy paste. So thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to the patrons, the few people who are still supporting the channel, and the people watching these videos are basically the reason why I'm still uploading videos. I love seeing them when people, they when they comment that they learned something from a video, and oh my God, I got them through their exam or whatever. Like, it's the best feeling ever. That's really the thing that I want to keep having, help people in that sort of way. And hopefully my channel is going to be a way to do that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.